start this out by saying that this is completely subjective. It's just my opinion. You can have whatever opinion you want. I'm just presenting my opinion and the things I believe support that. Secondly, I am not going to be talking about comics. I'm just going to be talking about the movies and also with spoilers for all of the MCU movies, basically all of them. And then also I'm going to be using this, so I will probably be looking down a lot because I have some notes here. So we're going to answer the question today in case you didn't read the title or pay attention to the intro for whatever reason. We're going to be talking about who the most powerful Avenger is. I might slip up a couple times and say the strongest Avenger, but that is a completely different subject. So we're not going to be talking about strongest. We're talking about generally most powerful. So I'm going to start off by saying the ones that are obviously not the most powerful. First off, we have Black Widow, because she's just like a girl who knows martial arts. And then Hawkeye, who is just a guy who's good with a bow and arrow. War Machine, Stark's creations are really good, but his suits seem to have been improving, because you can see from like the first one, obviously is not super good, and then the one in Infinity War where he can like make it come out of his arc reactor. War Machine's doesn't seem to have changed particularly a lot. It seems to be basically the same since Iron Man 2. And plus, he just has military expertise, whereas like Stark has a lot of technical expertise that make him more powerful than War Machine and superior. I'm not saying Stark is the most powerful, because I don't think he is. I think Stark also wouldn't be it because he's a genius, but he's definitely not the most powerful Avenger. I mean, you could argue that Bruce is the smartest Avenger, but I personally think that Tony is the smartest Avenger. That's just my opinion, but he's not the most powerful. I don't believe that I've mentioned Falcon yet. Falcon also isn't the most powerful because he does have the technology aspect, but it's not nearly as advanced as Stark's technology. And also, he didn't even create it. I haven't seen Winter Soldier in a while, so I don't remember exactly how he gets the suit, or not, it's not even a suit, it's just like a backpack. It just has a fancy backpack that he didn't even invent. He just like got it. And then another one that I don't think is particularly powerful. Well, these two kind of go hand in hand. Bucky and Steve, because Steve, he's strong. We saw in Infinity War that he could hold back Thanos' hand, if only for a little bit, but he could still do it. But he's not powerful. He's just strong, which we have established doesn't automatically mean they have a lot of power. It's basically the same thing with Bucky. He's just strong. He was given, I believe, I might not be remembering this correctly because I haven't seen Winter Soldier, as I said, in a while, but I think he was just given the same serum that Steve was given, so by extension they're both equally powerful, which isn't, it's powerful, but it's not like the most powerful. Next up, I'm going to mention the Hulk. You could argue that he is the most powerful, but I beg to differ. I think he is not powerful. He is strong. He is probably the strongest Avenger. He's not the most powerful Avenger. He might be the strongest. It's debatable whether he or Thor is the strongest, but one of them is. But he is not the most powerful. First of all, because the Hulk is unpredictable. To be truly powerful, in my opinion, like the Hulk, he doesn't have that much power really if you think about it, because that it's uncontrollable and is unpredictable. And Hulk has been taken over like multiple times, I think. I know in Age of Ultron he definitely was, because Wanda messed with his mind and made him do it. Like, something that can be taken advantage of, that's automatically like not good. I don't think Hulk is in the running for the most powerful. Now the next one is one that you might think would actually be like, oh, that's a surprising one. I didn't know he'd be the most powerful. But I don't think he is. That is the Vision. So Vision, and you might think, oh, he has an Infinity Stone, therefore he's super powerful. First of all, like, he doesn't display his power at all. Like, he barely even, he like doesn't really try. Like, you can only see in Age of Ultron him actually do his, like, use his powers, because in Infinity War, he is a little word I can't say, because he like gets stabbed multiple times and he doesn't even do anything about it. Like, use your freaking soul stone, and it's like he doesn't even do anything. He doesn't do anything to utilize the power of the soul stone, when you would think if you had that power you would do something with it, but you would be wrong. And next up we have Ant-Man. Ant-Man, okay, he has a pretty impressive power. I won't deny him that. His power is definitely very unique and pretty much unheard of before then. Like, super strength, we've had it before. But like, the ability to shrink or grow to immense sizes, that's, like I said, pretty unheard of. But that doesn't mean he's especially powerful, so to speak. Keep in mind, I have not seen the new Ant-Man movie. I saw the original one, and I saw all the other movies he was in. And like I said, I don't think he's particularly powerful. If he was, they probably would have summoned him to Wakanda. Like, he couldn't have been totally MIA. Like, he's not that good. Like, they didn't ask for him, so clearly, at least they don't think he's very powerful. Next up we have Black Panther, aka T'Challa. Okay, now, I know what you're thinking. He must be the most powerful, right? I mean, he's awesome. He is awesome. I won't deny him that. But, again, he's just kind of a guy with super strength. He is just, deep down, just a guy with super strength. And he isn't really a genius. The technical expertise is Shuri's. He just kind of uses her. She makes him his technology, and then he uses his technology. Obviously, he's smarter than, like, the average person because he's from Wakanda, and Wakanda is so much more advanced than the rest of the world. So he's, by extension, going to be smarter than most of the rest of the world. But that doesn't make him a genius. So he's, like I said, just a guy with cool technology and super strength. And then Spider-Man. Now, there has been some conjecture about Spider-Man. Like, you get the sense that he's more powerful than he knows. Like, he doesn't completely grasp all the power that he has. But it kind of remains to be seen how much power he has. So I don't think I can make a logical decision here. And I'm talking about the MCU Spider-Man, not the Tobey Maguire or Andrew Garfield. Doctor Strange. Now, I know what you're thinking. Again, oh, he has an Infinity Stone. He's pretty powerful. On the contrary, that's the Infinity Stone's power. The Infinity Stone is powerful. Strange himself is not powerful. He's about as powerful as an especially skilled warlock. Because if you take away the Infinity Stone, he still has that power. Whereas with Vision, you take away the Infinity Stone, he's dead. He's literally dead. We see this in Infinity War. They tried to do it, but then he's dead. So, like, with Strange, he is powerful. He is a powerful warlock. But in the end, that is all he is. He is just an especially powerful warlock. He's not anything special. There have been other especially powerful warlocks before. And, like, the ancient one was even more powerful than he was, given how she was connected to the dark dimension, and that's kind of implies a lot of power. That leaves two people, Thor and Scarlet Witch. I'm going to argue that Scarlet Witch is, in fact, the most powerful Avenger. This is why I think this. First of all, I'm going to talk about why I don't believe that Thor is the most powerful. Now, we saw in Ragnarok that Thor has incredible power. Like, ridiculous amount of power. Like, even without his hammer, he was still, like, incredible. But he still wasn't as powerful as Hela, for example. And arguably Heimdall, given how we perceive power. Because what is more valuable? The power to create lightning, or the power to see through all 9 realms? I would argue Heimdall is more powerful. But neither Hela nor Heimdall are Avengers, so him just being less powerful than other Asgardians doesn't immediately make him not as powerful as Scarlet Witch. But here is where I kind of switch it around. because I've mentioned Infinity Stones twice in this video so far, both the Time Stone and the Soul Stone. And I'm going to mention another one, which is actually the Soul Stone again. So we find out in Age of Ultron that how both Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver got their powers from the Soul Stone, because the Russians, I guess, I don't really remember. I'm pretty sure it was the Russians got Loki's scepter, and they use it to experiment on these twins, Quicksilver and Wanda, which is Scarlet Witch. So they use the Soul Stone and they somehow infuse these twins with the power of the Soul Stone. So both Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch are infused with the power of the Soul Stone. That power is as much a part of them as it is with Vision, except maybe more. Because Vision, he is technically the Soul Stone. He's an amalgamation of both Jarvis and the Soul Stone. So he might be more the Soul Stone than they are, but it's different. The Soul Stone is embedded in their very DNA, and they are human, so they have DNA. Vision is, in the most basic sense, he's an AI given form. So he doesn't really have the capacity, in my point of view, to be as powerful as a human. So that just proves why Wanda is more powerful than Vision. But how is she more powerful than Thor, I hear you asking? So basically what we've established is Wanda has the power of the Soul Stone. And we have seen that this power is... she doesn't even know how powerful she is, because we see in Age of Ultron, again, when she finds out that her brother is dead, she wipes out an entire battalion of Ultron's groupies. And you might argue, like, oh, Thor does this exact same thing in Ragnarok, like, multiple times. He just wipes them all out. But in Age of Ultron, he doesn't. He can take down, like, 2 at a time, maybe. She doesn't know how much power she has. Like, this has been established multiple times that she can't quite control it, and she doesn't know the extent of her power, and it is insane. Like, in Infinity War, she, like, moves that big wheel thing, or whatever it is, to stop it from killing her friends, I guess, and also make it kill that bad guy. Like, Thor couldn't do that. And also, like I said, power isn't just what we perceive as power, it's also mental ability. That's why I think Heimdall is more powerful than Thor, because she can not only just move stuff with her magic, she can influence people's minds. Like, there's not been one person that she couldn't change their mind. That's why I personally think Wanda is more powerful than Thor, because Thor doesn't have that same ability to influence people and literally, like, make them go insane. So yeah, that's my conclusion. Feel free to argue with me in the comics, and remember to like and subscribe. Like I said, comment who you think the most powerful Avenger is, and, you know, talk about it. We're going to start a conversation.